It was tough watching my colleagues eat this burger with fries. So juicy, I just wanted to eat it and I was like, oh, so hard to resist. But I will get through this. Hi guys, I'm so glad that you're here. This week's topic is going to be about starting a new job while being an alternate day faster, and for myself anyway, I also do keto. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Flavia. I live in Switzerland and I'm 27 years old. I've been doing keto and alternate day fasting since April and I've already lost more than 20 kilos. And recently I graduated. Well, recently was April. I got my master's degree in computer science and I just recently started working 2 weeks ago. And what happened was I started working in the middle of a pandemic. I've been going to the office though, keeping distances and wearing a mask when I'm going around the area. But here's the thing. I was really nervous about starting a new job. And on top of that, being an alternate day faster and in the middle of a pandemic. And the questions that bothered me was how was I going to cope with other people eating in front of me at lunch, for example? Or would the social impacts of not being there at lunchtime impact me? Because I like having conversations with other people, but I don't want to look at them eat. And also, how will my colleagues react when I'm not eating? Will they think I'm weird? Actually, maybe they thought I was weird whether or not I was fasting or eating or whatever. So ever since I started doing alternate day fasting and keto, I haven't actually worked. I finished my master's degree right before starting to do fasting and keto and everything. So I have no idea how my body was going to react. I had no idea how I was going to cope with all this. And this is the main source of stress for me, is not knowing how I'm going to be able to do something. I don't know if that makes sense. So here's how it went. On the first day, on the 2nd of November, I started out. It was a pretty hectic day. You can check out the vlog for this week. It was pretty fun. I had to run around throughout the city to get my computer and everything. The colleague that was there to onboard me just asked me, oh, you want to grab lunch? And I said, oh, I actually don't eat today. And he didn't ask any questions. He was like, oh, okay. And he grabbed some for himself. And I just went and wandered around taking calls, and yeah, it was okay the first day. And then the 2 next days I worked from home, so nothing much here. Okay, even though it was all right that day, my first day I broke my fast. I remember I came home, I was stressed, I filmed and edited the video, and then I broke my fast. I was exhausted from work, from having lots of new information coming at me. And yeah, it was so very stressful and I broke my fast. So I felt pretty lousy at that point. And I told myself it happens. I just need to continue and it'll be fine. Then I got put on another project and I could actually go physically to work to meet my new colleagues and work on this with them. It just happened that my first day over there was also a fasting day. So I did the same thing I did for my other first day and told them that I just didn't eat that day. The difference here was they actually asked me about it. And I told them I was an alternate day faster, that I only ate one day and then I didn't the next and everything. And the general comment that I got was, oh, I could never do that. I love food too much. I'm like, dude, I love food a lot. That's why I have to do that. You don't have to do that. You're slim. So yeah, and I just explained it basically. And it was fine in the end. I don't think they judged me too much. And even if they did, I don't really care. But it was interesting that they did ask a few questions. I didn't want to impose my knowledge on them. I didn't want to say, oh, you asked this tiny little question, so I'm going to give you the full explanation. No, I just answered the questions and then let them discuss between them. At some point, they were saying things that were totally not true, but I kept my mouth shut and I was really proud of myself for that. I feel like I'm slouching. Let me just Yes, this table can go up and down, and it's at an angle so that I can have my microphone so I don't have to lift it up myself. It's a real good setup, guys. And I have my notes right here. So if I look here, I'm so sorry. It's just me. Look at my notes. They went to grab lunch and I came with them. They just grabbed it because restaurants are closed, but you can get things to take out to go. And they ate at the office. I took the break with them but didn't eat. But the smell of the food, was insane. I just wanted to eat and I controlled myself. I didn't, but it was so hard. And on Monday this week again, I broke my fast because I spent all day resisting, and when I came home, I resisted for 3 to 4 hours, and still, once again, I couldn't resist it. And yeah, I broke my fast. I feel like my body has a certain tolerance for the amount of control I can have in a day. I feel like if I struggle at lunch and compose myself, it's going to be a lot harder for me to resist in the evening. I don't know if you see what I mean. I do recommend watching What I've Learned's video on willpower. I will link it down below and in the cards. It implies that willpower is a resource that you have and it's not limitless. So the more you use it for something, by the end of the day, you might find it harder to resist other things. That's why if you spend all your day at work and powering through work and not going home and actually do your work when you get home, the only thing you want to do is sit on the couch and watch Netflix because you have no willpower left for your day. I'm basically trying to delay gratification by eating the other day. Until now, before I started my job, I didn't have a hard work to do. I didn't have any temptations. I would usually just get hungry in the evening and have to power through just that. And my activities during the day were things I wanted to do and not things that I was sort of forced to do. So no willpower was really used, and I could concentrate it fully on myself and my food and limiting what I eat and making sure that I'm not breaking my fast. But now things have changed. But when you add the temptation of food throughout the day and also the stress factor, it gets way harder for me to resist my fast. And on top of that, considering the fact that stress just makes you hungry, you've got a recipe for disaster. Well, I did have a recipe for disaster. Now, here's the thing. I sort of hacked it. I found a way to actually have a social life with my colleagues and not have to use my willpower. So when I'm fasting, what I do is they're usually going to take their break around 12:30, go and get something to eat and bring it back to the office. And at that moment, I just stay at my desk and continue working. You know, I have a lot of work to do. And when they're done eating around 1 o'clock usually, I will take my break at this moment and spend some time with them while I take a coffee. This way, I'm not tempted by the food because I've already eaten it. There might be some residual smell, but it's fine. I can deal with that. And yeah, this way I can actually have a talk with them, socialize, and also I can just take a 30-minute break, which is the legal minimum in Switzerland. We actually have to take it. Otherwise, well, if you don't take it, you don't get paid for it anyway. So you take it. So I'll just take my 30-minute fast and no, my 30-minute break. A 30-minute fast is nothing. And yeah, I would just talk with them. It's much better. This way I take a 30-minute break. I am not tempted and I still have willpower left to not eat when I get home. I hope you guys enjoyed my tips and how I do it. I hope you like this area. I know that a lot of people did like it last week, so I'm glad. I hate this microphone. I need to put black tape instead of this disgusting tape because it's ugly on camera and you can see it. I apologize for this very bad aesthetic. If you liked my video, please give it a like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I also have my Instagram account. Go and follow me there because I post things and stuff and very interesting content. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. I would love to have you. I got so excited that I forgot to do the outro of my video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week.